Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of the Screenshots podcast. On this show, we talk about movies, TV shows, trailers, entertainment news, and movie recommendations. But here's the catch. On this show, each person has a list of secret words hidden from the other people, and those words are related to the episode's topic. And if someone says one of those words, you'll hear this ding, which means that that person has to take a shot, and the word that was said becomes safe. So you can see where this is going. So join us for our first episode. You know, for those who wish me dead, but before we get started, I'd like to genuinely thank you for stopping by. Just like I said on the first episode of MGC, by you just clicking on this video, you have already helped me and my co-host make this show into something fantastic for you, ourselves, and everyone who finds us along the way. And like MGC, you'll be able to watch this show go through its growing pains while it figures out its best and truest form in both production value and constructive content. So thank you so much, and join us on this first episode of Screenshots. Let's roll that intro.
What's that? It's fine. Turn it up. Turned it down. Oh, no, that's fine. Looks good. Yeah.
Okay.
Last time he says, "There's a roast beef and a hard roll." Dude, I never get tired of saying that.
That's the stupidest thing. It's actually really funny.
No, it's the stupidest thing. Don't give him.
It is pretty funny though. I don't know. I think it's funny.
You know, make this podcast even better.
What would this? What would
If Amanda was all the way over there.
She's the one that's. Never mind.
What?
Anyway, I've messed something. I had a brain fart just now. Don't worry about
I
it.
don't believe you.
What do you mean you don't believe me? What do you believe?
I don't know.
I gotta be honest though about the movie. When you were like, oh, let's go see those who wish me dead. I was like, I don't want to see this movie.
I literally was like, I don't want to spend $10 on it.
And then we went, and before I set up some stuff for the podcast, and it looked really good. I got really excited for it, and then we went to go see it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I actually really liked it.
Yeah, it was better than I thought.
Oh,
I didn't know Angelina Jolie was in it either. So.
Yeah.
Wait, are we doing it?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, okay.
Are we doing it?
Are we doing it? Do you want to before we get too deep into it, you want to show us or if you can recall the for everyone that's listening or watching, whatever.
Get to the point, bro.
Johnny, I had like,
if you want, I mean,
listen.
occasionally.
Shut the hell up. We were trying to figure out what we were gonna do for the title.
I have some rejected titles that we had, and we wrote a bunch down. Mark had a few. One of them was Seeking a Movie for the End of the World. I came up with a few that were kind of self-aware. Shut Up About Movies, because we're starting another podcast about talking about movies, and
Who cares?
A better one, Cinematters.
Cinematters.
Movie posers.
Movie
instead of
posers.
Don't yell movie in a crowded firehouse. And then I asked my dad, who was half paying attention.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad, what should we call it? He goes, how about, I don't know, screenshots. You take a shot when you say a word. And I'm like, you son of a...
You said it. It was so good. It was
Could've
so
called
good.
it Two Guys, One Movie.
Ew.
No, don't do that.
Ew. No. It's true though.
Or you could put Two Guys, One Cup, but put
No!
put solo.
Stop making it worse.
Put solo
Or
in
put
the
solo.
fucking parentheses.
Yeah, that'd be funny. But that'd be like an alcohol podcast more than a.
Well, we have alcohol.
I'm just saying. Never mind.
Oh, yeah. Also, bear in mind, my dad came up with that idea. I hate drinking alcohol. I like movies, but I don't know why I agreed to it.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this. I want to do this none of the time.
None of the time. So, what were your first reactions to it? And this is spoiler free for a few minutes. What was your first reaction? I really liked it actually, and when it opened, like you know how like people say when you open a film like it's got to catch them. It's got to catch them the first like couple minutes, otherwise you're gonna lose them.
Right.
The opening, it was good.
Opening, to be honest, like the first 5 minutes, I wasn't paying attention.
No.
I thought
because you were looking for your mask.
Well, no, but even before that, like I was just like staring at like the person's like shoulder, like whoever was in the lead, and I was just like not paying attention. Then like I got pulled.
The
into
best
it,
part
but
about Angelina Jolie, her shoulder.
What?
Making a joke because she was staring at her shoulder.
Oh, okay.
You're supposed to laugh at a joke.
No, I was
You're supposed to laugh at a joke.
I was staring at the guy.
Um,
But yeah, I was not paying attention the first like 3-4 minutes.
I knew I was looking forward to watching it because Taylor Sheridan did it, and I like Wind River and Sicario and stuff like that. But and then I saw on Rotten Tomatoes like, oh, how is this getting reviews? And then it said it was a throwback '90s thriller. And then I watched the first like 10 minutes. I'm like, oh yeah, this is it. Yeah. Well, you have in the opening you have like, okay, so this is she wakes up, it's a dream. Okay, she wakes up, she does that thing where they go that I hate in movies where they go, oh
yeah, okay.
And then then you see the villains, and then you see the person who's going to start the main action, and then bang bang.
No, this isn't a spoiler because you can look at the behind the scenes, and this movie involves fire if you saw any of the trailers. They actually, I couldn't wait to say this because I don't know if you know, they went to a desert and grew or at least planted a 300-acre forest just to burn it down. Isn't that fantastic? I mean, like, that's really bad for the environment, but isn't that
so very terrible?
Yeah, they burn. Yeah, how would that be good?
I don't know. They burn fires to put out fires.
No.
I was gonna say, like, how did they just like did they transport trees? Because I'm assuming they didn't wait 25 years for those pines to grow.
No, they planted, not planted. They I guess planted real trees, but they didn't grow them.
Okay. Right.
But yeah, no, they went to a desert and got a 300 acre piece of land and planted a forest. And
that's so much
who
work.
knows how much footage they got from that. That must have been awesome, though. I mean,
Christopher Nolan did that for Interstellar. He grew the corn.
Oh, I knew
and
that.
Sold it for a profit.
Huh.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. How much did you sell it for? Do you know?
I don't know.
And you can have my corn.
But I thought that was the coolest thing because while we got the B-roll going on while this was
backwards.
Yeah, it's backwards. To prevent a copy strike.
Dead who wish me those.
Dead. But I thought that was the coolest thing. But when I was watching this, like I know it had a bunch of guns and like fire and it was like really actiony. I didn't know what to expect because I'm so used to going to theaters just to see like Marvel movies and just to see like, oh look, they made a new Terminator and like big like pop culture stuff. I never go to the theater to watch one-offs, like never. So I wasn't very excited, but it was really good. I actually really liked it.
Yeah, see, like, I didn't even watch the trailer because I was so last minute with this. I was like, I wasn't sure if I wanted to see it.
Yeah, like an hour ago,
so
or an hour before we went.
Yeah, so I was like, I don't know if I want to spend $10 on this, but I'm glad I did. It wasn't terrible by any means.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it to be an all-out thriller because I've seen,
neither.
Like, Taylor Sheridan's other movies are kind of, they're not as all-out as this one, but I'm like, oh, they're just doing a full-on thriller. I was
surprised by a few things in that too. I was like, whoa, dude.
One of the main bad guys, his mouth is so small.
The Littlefinger from Game of Thrones. Or no, or you talk about Beast from X-Men.
I forgot his name.
No, not Nicholas Hoult. I love Nicholas Hoult. He's awesome. Right. I like him. I think he's really cool. I think he's got good facial mannerisms. I don't know. He's a good actor is what I'm saying, but like I don't know the way he reacts to things. I don't know. I really like it. But I also think it's cool how they're able to like pick something like firefighting or like forest firefighting and turn it into a movie. Like this is a thing that actually happens. Like when they talk about the wind and how it changes the flames and how it like travels really fast, that shit's real.
Yeah, it's really dangerous
and
too.
It goes that fast. Like there's like a metric for it on like how many like yards a second or a minute something travels when the wind's like only 30 miles an hour, and it's crazy fast. So I think it's cool that they found something and there's like, oh, let's make an action movie about this or a thriller or whatever.
Well, Taylor Sheridan's his other movies, like he's I guess obsessed with like the American West because all of his movies, like he wrote Sicario and wrote Hell or High Water. He directed Wind River, and then this he's like kind of and then the Yellowstone. It's all like in the American West, so he's probably like studies an expert. He's an expert on that or something like that.
Yeah. I don't know. Overall, before we go into spoilers, I thought it was really good, and I was pleased with it. I didn't expect what we got.
Yeah, I mean.
So that's what I thought.
Do we have a rating system?
How many fires out of 10?
Oh, that's a good one. So make it.
How many flames out of 10?
How many flames out of Inferno?
No. I give it a 7 out of 10 people who wish me dead.
7 out of 10 people that wish you dead?
Yeah.
That's such a common rating.
Which is good.
That's a common rating.
What do you mean it's a common rating?
Everyone chooses 7 out of 10 dead people.
What the fuck are you
whatever.
talking about?
Dead people?
I think because it exceeded my expectations, I got to give it an 8. But only because it exceeded my expectations. Not because I was like, whoa, guys, you got to go see this movie. But because I expected it to be garbage, and I really like John Bernthal.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should just be the whole thing.
He should have been the whole thing. Anyway.
Yeah, it was way better than I expected. So
Why'd they put
I'd
you in a
probably give it a
fire
8
tower?
too.
I love how he just talks.
I like how he walks.
Yeah, he's cool.
His arms are so
Suitcase man.
All right. So how many people out of whatever
said
Johnny?
8.
Oh, you said 8 too?
So would you say if a 6 is okay, a 7 is good, 8 is great, 9 amazing, and 10?
No, I think that's a skewed grading system. I think
So just shit on my rating system that I've used for years. What the fuck?
I think
There's room for.
I think the word good is like base. That's like I smiled once, so that would have to be a 5. I think good is 5.
What do you mean you smile? Wait, it's not a comedy.
No,
What
but
are you
come on,
saying?
shut up. You know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean at all. There's good. Look, if you have a low. Oh, it's a skewed rating. All right, low 7s is it's good. 7.5, 7.5. It's a solid. It's good. And then high 7s is really good.
I liked it.
Isn't a 5
Yeah, so
like
you
it's
that'd
okay?
be a low 7. What's
It's a
that?
low
Isn't like a
7.
5 like it's okay? That's middle ground.
Well, 5 is usually bad.
Oh, really? What?
Yeah, it
What are you
starts.
starting from,
6 is
1?
around okay. 6 out of 10 is usually where people say it's okay.
1.
Oh.
All right, ready for spoiler review?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna head into it. All right, welcome to to our spoiler review. Now, keep in mind, everyone, we have those lists of words that we've got to be diligent to keep track of. And when one of the members of this show says one of the words, they have to take a shot. They don't know what each other's words are, so it's a mystery the entire time. If you'd like to play along, please do so.
All right, starting now, we say
The
the
one
word.
time I
Yeah,
can use
drink
this on my
drink
phone.
responsibly, please. But if you'd like to play along, play along. Or if you want to cheat, go ahead and take a look at the words below, or do both. I don't do whatever you want.
Can I say the first thing I wrote down was I put kid, comma, get him out of here.
Take a shot
For kid?
for kid.
Yeah.
Damn
The
it.
word kid. You had it too.
Yeah.
All right, we both cross it off.
Okay.
Okay.
I have to delete it, otherwise I'm not gonna remember.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I first of all, he was great actor.
Yeah, he's
Actually
a really
did
good actor.
very, very well for a kid. I
Yeah.
didn't care about what was going on with
Oh,
him.
I don't
at
care about
all.
him. Yeah, I cared about the dad more than him.
Yeah. No.
But yeah, he's a great actor for how young he is.
No. I mean,
he
like
made the
when,
works work.
when he.
Wait, is it a full shot or half a shot?
Man, to take a shot.
What?
You said water.
Oh.
Oh, that's one of mine too.
Oh.
Cross it off the list.
All right.
Oh,
Wait, do I do a
no.
full shot?
Wait, I
You
said
do a half
water.
shot. You said water. You said water wicks or
I
something.
have to drive home.
Water works.
Well, that's
Water
I don't know.
works.
Yeah, a little more.
We're doing half shots.
Yeah, half
Give me
shot.
Yeah,
that.
you have to.
Are you joking?
All right.
I didn't. What's when I first saw him being emotional, I didn't believe it. Like I didn't accept.
Yeah, I
like, yeah,
didn't
okay,
either.
whatever. But he got better, and
I just don't like kids, so it's hard for me to resonate with their pain.
Kids in movies. Kids in movies is a big
like-
risk. Oh, look how jacked the fucking director is.
this is what. Look, this is the forest that they were making.
Right.
They
Oh,
made
shit.
this in the desert. This is so cool.
Oh, if you know who okay, if you ever seen Sons of Anarchy, the guy who plays the cop, that's the writer and director of this movie.
Oh, this smells awful.
It doesn't taste a lot better, does it? Also, Tyler Perry shows up for a scene. There are so many actors. Like, oh, that guy. Tory Kittle shows up. He's a good actor. He was the.
I fucking hate vodka.
Yeah, no, nobody likes it.
I don't. You know what bothers me? That both the villains and until they get a little effed up are like really, really clean. Like they look so.
Yeah.
They look like, not to be like weird, but they're like really handsome. Like it's kind of weird that like I
Well,
feel like bad guys aren't supposed to like.
Dude, that
what?
scene just like messed me up.
What one? When the
Which one?
dad got shot?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So
I didn't expect it to be that like blunt. I was like, whoa.
yeah, like you saw all the bullets just go
Yeah.
straight through him.
Well, even just when they got thrown off the cliff like that, I was like, what the fuck is going on? The kid's in the car.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Because, like, I didn't even know that those guys, like, when they were hiding, I was like, oh, what are they hiding for? And then they were, like, stalking them, like, trying to
Yeah.
find the car.
I feel like I'm the only person out of the three of us that watched any trailers. Because when
No,
you
I
when
I
you
watched the
didn't watch
trailer.
it.
See, look, oh, you missed it. Look how jacked he is. Look at him.
oh yeah, he's big.
I don't like watching trailers. They ruin everything.
No, well I had to because of the show.
Yeah.
But when you said what was it T-Pain? Who was in it?
Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry?
T-Pain.
I don't know. When you said I saw you in the theater like oh Tyler Perry, like I knew that. I was like you didn't know he was gonna be in this?
I didn't know he was in it.
Wait,
either.
what? In what?
I didn't know anybody.
No, Tyler Perry. Oh, and every time like this kid cuddled with what's her name? Angelina Jolie.
That was
I'm
weird.
like, yeah,
Also,
it's
she
so
gets
awkward.
fucking struck by lightning and walks off like it's nothing.
Well, she said it missed her. Maybe just like
hit her in the
She said it
back.
missed
I don't
her,
know.
yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, then she gets struck by lightning. There, she just got struck by lightning.
Well,
Yeah.
by the way, you said one of my trigger words, but you don't drink.
Well, yeah, don't
What
say
was
that.
it?
Don't, no, no,
Oh
no,
wait.
no, no, no.
Oh, that's not. Oh, I see how it is. All right.
Well, she can't. Yeah,
fair.
yeah. For the audience, I don't drink. Right now, yeah, I perhaps will in future
Cheater.
episodes.
Wait, how many
I'm not
words
a
in the
cheater.
title?
Those.
Who won't be dead?
No, don't say anything. It's definitely one of his words.
All right.
5.
You
Ass.
Okay. Well, you just said 3 of the
You
words.
can't bait like
No,
that.
no, no,
just
no, no,
said-
no. Don't tell all 3. You can only count as 1. And if she says one of the other words later on,
Well,
then it still counts.
well, my first 5 words.
No. Don't
Are
just
the
give one.
title?
Just give one
My
word.
first 5 words are those and who and wish and me and dead. And she said all.
Well,
of
now
them.
you have to scratch all those off.
Yeah, because you
You
baited
real-
me.
you shouldn't.
Yeah,
have-
but she should take a full. She should. There should be a.
Alright.
I got you to say. I got you to say all of them.
That's so it's such bullshit though. It's like
Yeah, but
it's
that's
like
a
we're watching.
smart-
It's like we're watching Dark Knight. Oh, what's the time? Ah, he says the Dark Knight. Take
Yeah,
2 shots.
cheater.
Yeah,
Like-
but
that.
look.
All right, Amanda has to take a full shot
Why?
because
you said
just-
5.
Yeah, just take a full shot. Just take a full shot. There goes half of Johnny's list.
Well, I still got some good ones.
Dummy.
You actually said one of them before, but I'm not gonna say.
Yeah, don't say nothing. I feel like I got pretty good ones. When I kind of I call bullshit on the horse thing that when he went to go pet the horse, and then that's the same one that's in the
Yeah.
barn for.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the point.
that's why they did
How did you not pick up on that?
That was the same
Man,
horse.
you know how much I was hoping that horse would kick him in the fucking face?
You said horse.
Oh fuck you! What you can't? You just criticized
Yeah.
me for doing that.
No, I criticized you for saying all the other words when you could have used them again.
Here, I'm holding my shot for when you do yours.
Yeah,
Oh, wait.
Do
That's not a
do
full
a
shot.
clink.
Yes, it
Has to go all the way to the top. You realize that when you go all the way to the top,
Fine, finish it then.
I don't want to drink it.
No, I mean, fill it.
Don't put your arm there.
Where else
Put
do
your
you
arm
want me
in the
to
one
put it?
spot that
Oh
I
my
need
gosh.
not to be
This
there.
is awful. Okay.
Oh my gosh! Don't spill it on my table.
Sorry,
It's vodka. It's fine.
it'll buff out.
Is vodka potatoes?
What? I don't know.
Like, what is it? Or is that whiskey?
Potatoes
No,
and
whiskey is
potatoes.
corn, right?
Whiskey's wheat or some shit.
No, I
don't
think
know.
it's corn.
I have to pay attention to my words.
I think. What did I put?
If you make alcohol out of corn, like, and that's your thing, you're so lucky. It's so easy to grow corn.
There was one scene. This movie did a good job of like having assassins not put the gun to somebody's head and go walk or something like that.
Yo,
but-
I liked when they caught John Berthnall and
yeah, and
they
he's like,
to-
go up there.
yeah, go to the road. Like, and they're mean too. I like how mean they
Too
are
much.
about it.
They're also like, yeah, they're mean, but they're also like, it's like they're just acting like it's everyday work.
It's
for them.
awesome. I
Yeah.
think they did a really good job. But when they say like, all right, now fall forward, take your belt off, like, do you have a secondary weapon? Like, they did a really good job.
Oh my
Jeez.
god! Just distill it one time. Why do you have to distill it 5 times?
It's so bad. I hate vodka.
Get that mic
Ugh.
awareness. Make sure you're on that
Yeah,
on
yeah.
top of that.
I'm drooling.
You got your water, right?
Yeah.
Oh god. Okay. Anyway, but they did a good job of the assassins, except for one scene where Angelina Jolie's hiding behind a
You
tree
said my
with an
word. You
axe.
said my words.
Son of a bitch. What is it?
Angelina Jolie.
Oh man! Oh, shot after shot
But
after
anyway,
shot.
she's hiding behind.
Oh my
she's hiding behind a
gosh.
tree.
You said another one of mine.
What?
A tree.
That's what's one of mine though.
It's okay.
So she
still
said it. She said
Oh,
it.
she said it.
Fuck you.
That means you have to take
Wait.
you have to take a full shot because you got 2. You have to take a half a shot.
Wait, I
I'll take
can't
2
say
half
my
shots.
own word.
That's a full shot, Johnny.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but it's also his.
I had the same word too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what do you mean I can't say my own
Shit,
word?
I'm not gonna be able to go fucking home. Anyway, let me get to the fucking point of what I was trying to say. There was a when she's behind the tree and she has an axe and the guy has a gun and he's doing this fucking bullshit like
Yeah.
he's a foot away from the tree trying to just go around knowing that she has a fucking axe. Just take
Well,
5 steps back and then do a big circle and you
Yeah.
can just shoot
He
her.
didn't know that she had
Stupid.
one.
Wait,
Yeah.
how did this happen?
What?
You have to take 2
Oh,
shots.
you poured
remember?
this?
No.
You never took it.
Yes, I did. I fucking took a second
You think
shot.
I did this?
Did I pour it?
Yes.
Drink that.
Yes, I did pour
Oh
it.
yeah, you owe that one. You psychopath. You have a third arm we don't know about, just pouring you drinks.
Oh my
I don't know
god.
about a third arm, but
Shut up. No one heard that.
yeah, no, that's why it went away.
Oh my
It's
god.
literally like drinking a Sharpie.
Yeah, it happens.
Oh my god, this is.
What do you think about the pacing though?
You know, people are like, yeah, the pace was. Other than some pacing issues, I don't fucking care about pacing issues. I never realize it unless it like the movie's like, all right, pick this.
Really?
I don't know what that means.
Unless I honestly unless I'm like, all right, how much longer is this movie? I don't really care about.
Well,
pace.
okay, maybe I mean like this, like
How long was it?
you know how
Not
like
really too long.
no, I'm not sure. Like was there was like okay, the opening scene when the house blows up and they murder their mother and children, right?
Oh yeah.
So that was a huge moment, and then we didn't have another moment like that until the father and son got like effed up or whatever. Was that too long enough? Was that a perfect time to go right after the other? Is it, or is there too much going on at once?
Well, I said before, it felt like a typical thriller setup where, all right, here's the protagonist. She has some demons and she has her past and something happened. She woke up in a dream, and that's how you know that something happened in the past. So nobody has to describe it in length later. And then here's the villains, and then here's these people who are in Florida for some reason. They're obviously gonna have a part of the story. They're this, and then it felt like just by the numbers at first.
Yeah.
But then it had a setting that you really haven't seen before.
Yeah.
I would have liked more stuff of like just the lifestyle of her being in the fire tower. Like
Yeah.
it's a little seen part of America.
I thought it was cool too how the dad mentioned that line like, "What do you think Lewis and Clark thought when they saw all this?"
Oh yeah.
That was a cool line. I like that.
Well, it's funny. He goes, give it to somebody you trust. Like the notes of like, oh yeah. So
Yeah.
basically, the best they explain it is, I'm a forensic accountant. I saw some things that it's gonna put a lot of governors and a lot of politicians and a lot of people in jail, and then that's it. and then he's like, he writes it down. He's like, give this to somebody you trust. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, so Angelina Jolie. He's
Trust
gonna
would
give
have
it
been
to her.
a good word.
However, I'm kind of happy that they didn't show what was on the paper.
Well, I mean, you kind of.
You don't know though.
It felt a little.
I like how Angelina Jolie looked at it for 3 seconds and
Yeah.
understood the
And
entire story.
2 seconds. Next page. I'm like,
Yeah.
I should read that.
I was like, oh my gosh, Angelina,
reader.
she's a great actor.
I loved her. I liked her team. They were sort of like a good ragtag team where they're like, hey, John Bernthal, we're hip and we're drunk. We get out of here, buddy.
What'd you think about her with the parachute? Like what's her problem? I don't understand why she had to go on that truck and like
Yeah.
launch her
'Cause she's a
parachute.
She was trying to
Daredevil,
prove
damn it.
herself or something. Oh no, you know what? I think it was to get out of being in there, or up there. She
No,
was trying
didn't they put her in the fire tower
Ah.
because of the
You said one of my
psychiatric?
words. Tower.
See, you probably said a bunch of my words.
You're
Well,
not
that's
even
your
paying attention.
fault.
Yeah, you can't call her out on it right now. It's too late. You have to
Also,
wait.
can we have a buffer of like 3 minutes per shot? If you
Yeah,
have,
well,
like,
Yeah.
double?
we're supposed to have the buffer. I
Keep
think.
your-
Keep your buffers on
What?
your things on
What
your
does that
phone. Get your
mean?
phone out. Keep a buffer.
I'm not gonna go on my phone during the podcast. Man.
Oh, I can't do that in the notepad.
That they can't hear my phone. Here,
All
I'll
right.
pour this and then just remind me later.
All right, I'll keep a buffer. I'll keep a buffer.
Okay.
I literally just took like 4 shots in fucking
I know. I
a
was
minute.
yeah.
That was awesome.
As soon as that happened, I was like, wait, we forgot the buffer.
All right, so how many words do you have left?
I have
So
6.
you can't call out someone on the word until the buffer's over. So Johnny, you gotta take a shot at 33 minutes.
And she can just take it whenever.
yeah, her
Alright.
buffer's over.
What?
Don't worry about it.
At 33 minutes, how are we gonna know that?
I'm gonna tell you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I did appreciate? Angelina gets punched in the face once. There's blood. It's not fucking that their faces are made of granite.
Yeah.
And they get like
There you
17.
go.
This guy punched. I mean, to be fair, he punched her like 10 times, and her face still looked like Angelina Jolie. But at least there was
Yeah, at least she had
Yeah.
some
cuts and stuff.
cuts and stuff.
I
Looked
also
weird at the
like
end.
how like the bad guys were very honest with how they were gonna do stuff. Like when he's like, "Will you let her go?" And he's like, "No, I'm not gonna let her go." Like if you like come out so we could end this. And
Yeah.
he's like, "I'll come out if you let her go. Will you let her go?" No.
Yeah, he's like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I just want like one scene in a movie where somebody's just like they come in like, hey, like get on the fucking ground. I'm like, okay, yeah, I get it. Like, just tell me what you want and I'll do it. Like, I don't want to just get past all the
Yeah.
beating up and stuff. Just I'll tell you whatever.
Yeah.
Nobody ever does that in movies. I would like
You know
to see
what?
that.
I like when so John Berthal's wife who's pregnant, by the way. Not that you wouldn't know that.
Talk about a burn thaw, man.
She,
Wildfires.
I thought it was cool how like they incorporated their survival training.
Yeah.
If you said a joke, it went right over my
burn
head.
thaw. Fire.
Fire.
All right. Anyway.
Oh, dude, that scene. What about that scene?
Wait on.
Oh, sorry.
No, when she had like her survival training and just using her words correctly, like
His wife.
when he's like, "I
Yeah.
want you to tell me the truth." The guy held a gun to held the hot poker to her head. Like, "Why don't you tell me the truth?" And she was telling the truth. She knew nothing, but then she lied.
And because she knew.
She lied to be able to use the phone, and then on the phone, she was like her code words to her, that she, I guess her and her husband talked about before in like training classes, like say this if you're ever in trouble.
Yeah. Which is really smart.
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
And I liked that the bad guys, they knew the survival training.
Oh, also, speaking of the like their place and all, like, you know how I was talking about the horse?
Yeah.
How is it that a cop and someone who may or may not have a job, the wife, I don't know, owns such a large piece of land that their horse could run acres and acres to some random highway?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's the same horse.
It is. It was.
It was the same name? There was no name. How do you know it was the same horse?
It looked the same.
I don't know.
Why would they do that?
Dude, no, there's no way it was the same horse.
It was the same horse.
That fucking horse was in the middle of Kansas. They were in the trees in the woods. There's no way it was the same horse.
I think it was the same horse.
Well, I think you're dead wrong.
Okay.
What about that scene with the two Fuck,
I should have put horse as a
what
word. I thought I did.
Who were the two guys who were after him?
Johnny could drink again, by the way.
Why?
It's been 30.
Why?
We're at 33.
Oh, I thought
Your
I said
buffer is up.
Where is it?
It's behind the vodka.
Who were the two guys
What two guys?
that were after him?
The bad guys?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
What do you mean, who were they?
The bad guys. All right. So, what do you call it?
What do you ask?
I thought they should have swapped assassins at the end.
To who?
Because they were kind of setting up Nicholas. Oh, jeez.
What?
Good. You got it.
They were setting up Nicholas Holt's character, like he was the one that kind of had, like, not, he was obviously a killer, but he still was like, dude, she's pregnant. Man.
Yeah, I thought he was going to become a good guy.
So, like, what?
Wait, you said one of my words. Pregnant. You have a buffer there.
Oh,
I'm fucking talking. You gotta talk.
Yeah, he has a buffer, so you don't have to say
You're
it.
talking all the time.
But you said one of my
I've
words.
been letting
Pregnant.
you guys talk.
Drink.
No.
Drink.
Oh, hi, in your face. But she, what do you call it? They were setting up Nicholas Holt's character to be like the less ferocious of the two, right?
Yeah.
Because he was like, dude, she's pregnant or whatever. And he was like,
Oh, the tall guy?
Yeah. But at the end, one of the assassins gets killed. So now you're left with Nicholas Holt. I thought it would have worked better if they swapped. Even though
the other guy live?
because then you know, like, oh, this guy's worse. Like, this guy's
Well, they could have.
Worse as in, like, meaner, or worse as in
he's
he's
meaner.
dying? What did he mean by he was losing it?
He was fading.
Yeah, but
Like,
when
he only got burned.
Remember when he said,
Dude,
like.
he got fucking two-faced.
Remember when he said, you're starting to say things that don't make sense?
Yeah,
I'm like,
that was funny.
everything you said kind of made sense. I don't know what he meant.
I don't know.
Or he's
I
like-
guess because when he was like, oh, like,
I'm going to make you kill the kid.
no, I think when he said, like, oh, you're gonna, I really don't want to kill a pregnant woman, like, blah, 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 blah. Like, I don't think he really, like, the order of things didn't make sense.
You know, it's like, I really appreciate, go ahead, drink.
I'm getting really warm.
Drink that. I really appreciate, writing when it had, like, little things like, bro, what you're saying, it doesn't make sense. Like, little things like that, or when they say, like, I don't know. They're like little things that people wouldn't say, like, or like that would say naturally that people are intuitive enough to add into a script. I really like that.
Right. Remember that I rolled. There was one scene. I rolled my eyes at Mark.
Yeah.
He told me.
Yeah.
It's when it's like, what did it look like? It was beautiful.
And
you're like,
I just went,
yeah.
Oh
I was
my
like,
gosh.
I was like that in my head. I was like, come on, man. Like, you could have made that so much
Yeah,
better.
when they went to the water.
But then the kid was like, "That was scary. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?" I was
scared
like,
the
"All right,
fucking shit out of
they
me."
get a pass."
It was funny. My favorite part that made me laugh so hard was when she was running after the kid. And she's like, "I'm not gonna hurt you," and then fucking dropped.
Yeah.
it.
She goes,
that
I'm
was
not
so-
gonna hurt
first
you.
she trips
and
him.
then fucking smashes his face into the ground and like starts like thrashing around. And then she goes, "I'm not gonna hurt you again." And then she kicks him in the back and he falls on his face again.
Oh my
He
gosh.
fucking drop kicks the kid. It was hilarious.
That was really funny. But the first she tries to trip him or something.
No.
That was
That
good.
was so funny. See,
I-
Mark said one of my words and it's frustrating.
No.
We'll get there.
'Cause now I'm
I'll
trying to get her to say my words.
I'll get there eventually. I'm having a field day.
Get where eventually?
I'll be able to drink soon. I'll develop. I'll evolve.
That
The
is
fuck
gonna
you talking
change
about?
everything in our relationship. Not everything like
I only
bad.
do it for this podcast.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, just knowing that you're gonna be drinking is weird.
Hey,
Oh, yeah?
Amanda, can you get me a beer?
I will never hear that out of his mouth.
Oh
I
my
know that.
gosh. How would that change, like, on this show?
No, not on the show.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, in general.
I'm gonna become a drunk. Yeah. I'm an alcoholic now. I took one shot and I'm addicted.
I am a alcoholic.
I am an alcohol. But
Single alcohol.
yeah, no. So there was, wow, what was it? I don't know. I still can't get over the wait. I'm sorry. When they were leaving the kid's school, and he was like, "What's wrong, Dad?" And he waited till Kansas to explain it to him. Like, when they do jump cuts like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah, if I was the kid, I'd be like, bro, what's
It's-
going
They were
on?
just
It's
like
been-
sitting in silence.
it's
and
been
he's just
4
staring at his
states.
father, like, what the
Can
fuck?
you please tell me what's going on?
Also, go on Twitter and put it on Twitter. Eventually, people will see it. Go, hey, I'm accounting for these people. Here's what's going on.
Oh, that's true.
Boom. You have to go to the news. What is this,
Yeah.
1995?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Go on Twitter.
What is this,
People will pick up on it.
1995? I also feel like they could have went to the cops, though. Even though they say the cops are involved, it's like not every cop in the precinct or whatever is involved. So if you go into a station,
Yeah, some people are
you-
not
someone
gonna know
gonna
what the fuck you're
someone
talking
gonna
about.
shoot you in there? No one's
Yeah.
gonna shoot you in there. And if someone does, then there's an investigation by the FBI. So it's like no. So they could have went, but
Yeah.
they chose not to. You guys are both off your buffer, by the way.
Oh,
so
yeah,
good
I
luck.
need one. You know what was really annoying? I thought at the end, they built all the suspense that was building up to them, like going in the trailer. You see the fires coming, and they go in the water. So
Yeah.
they're in the water, and the fire's above them. So they're trapped in the water. That like, was a very they were pretty good at building suspense. She's looking at my words. They were very good at building suspense for that. And then there was nothing to cut the tension.
No one could read your handwriting.
That's true. There was nothing to cut the tension. All of a sudden, you're like, oh shit! It's like no. It's like it's
Yeah.
the highest point, and all of a sudden they do the first they do the first dissolve of the movie, where it's John Bernthal and his wife sitting there, and they dissolve to like the fire. I'm like, that was fucking weird. And then they dissolve again, and it's morning. Like, there was
Yeah.
nothing to cut the tension.
You
It
know
was
what
just
also bothered
weirdly
me about
spilled into
that
the next thing.
is that the kid said, "Oh, I guess I fell asleep." It's like you fall asleep underwater. Like how? Like what
well,
happened?
no, they're probably sitting there for a while.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, that's kind of an odd thing to like.
I also don't know, like when they give you like overhead shots of like the entire forest, how the fire at some point just decided to stop burning.
Well, like I
That's-
saw. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say like the whole point like was like how did they even in the tower? How did that go around them?
It was the
Well, they
tower
were-
was
I
made
know
out
it's
of
high in
steel.
the
I
air.
know it's higher, but
Well,
like
it was
come
made out
on.
of steel, so it wouldn't have caught fire.
Oh.
It.
Still, I feel like even above you'd be like burnt at least a little bit,
Yeah.
like second degree
Maybe.
burns or something.
Maybe, yeah.
There was at the end they show the shot of like there's a big final shot at the end where they show all the land that's been burned and then you see it burning in the background and the land is split green and black,
Yeah.
right? So there was a whole portion of forest. I don't know how forest fires works. I'm just talking shit, but there's a whole portion of trees and stuff that aren't burnt. And I was just like,
Well,
just go over there,
to
like,
to
100 yards and then to the left. No, just fucking go that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair though, like it does travel like that because the forest fires that we had over here, if you look at the radial view of it, it literally looks like a square. And that's just how it burnt.
Right.
And then it fizzled out.
Do you think
So,
that's how it burnt, or do you think that's how they tried to control it?
both?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Dude, look
Both.
at that fucking guy.
Oh my gosh.
Do you think every time like he cuts the scene and doesn't like it, he just like body slams someone? He's just like,
Yeah.
no!
You're fired. I'll meet you in back.
Just
We
fucking
made parking
clothesline
lot
him.
for a reason.
Cuts the film with a big cleaver.
You know when she pulled her parachute on the truck though, like her body went flailing. Like
Yeah.
that was violent. I
Yeah,
know
it
that
was.
it didn't actually happen to her, but it looked bad.
It
Looked
just
like
looked
she got.
so like ridiculous.
Yet again though, I did not expect any of this. This was actually really good.
Yeah, it
And like I
was.
said, I like how they're able to find something like forest fires, something that people would deal with all the time, real firefighters, real problems, and then put it into this, movie. Like I was like, how is this gonna be interesting? What
Yeah,
am I gonna?
Because
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say if it was just about the son and the father, I'd be like, all right, whatever. But
Yeah.
they mixed it with like I would say an untraditional type thing.
Like my first thought was like, how am I gonna sit here and watch a movie about Angelina Jolie feeling sorry for herself? That's what I thought it was gonna be. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then
Well, the way you explained it to me too, I was like, I don't want to.
I was
spend
not
$10
I
on
was
that.
not doing a good job explaining it. But I wonder what whenever I watch a movie like this, I want to know what the actors thought while reading the script. Like, I want to know what makes actors be like, yes, I want this one.
Yeah.
And I was watching the behind the scenes with Angelina Jolie, and she was like praising the director, and the director was like praising her. She was like, I couldn't do this without her. She was perfect for the role. And then I haven't heard or seen Angelina Jolie in who knows how many years.
I don't think I've watched a movie with her in like
The
a
only
while.
movie I've seen with her in it is Salt.
That was her.
Yeah, she was in that.
I never saw it.
She's Salt?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's her name?
I'm pretty sure.
That's funny.
That's weird. It's because her hair is like white in it or something.
Also, there was like 3 beats in a row. Like, it would cut to her. She would remember that people died because it was her fault or whatever, or it wasn't her fault, maybe. And she cries. She's like, oh, fuck. And then it cuts to like the villains. Then it cuts to the kid and the dad. Then it cuts back to her. She has another flashback. Oh, fuck. And she cries again. And then it did the same thing over. It cuts back to her. She cries. It was like 3 times in a row. I'm like, all right, we get it.
Yeah, I know. I think they were trying to get across that, like, it's a similar position she's in.
Yeah.
So they're like, just so you know, this is a similar situation.
I don't understand how they knew their car was coming
They're what?
when they went to go shoot them, like the bad guys.
They
Who knew
didn't.
what?
No, they we got 6 minutes before the car arrives.
No, they said 6 minutes before the last car,
What
That
did
they
that?
saw.
Oh, what did that mean?
just on the road.
Well, they knew the destination, so they probably knew which
Yeah.
road they were taking.
How did they know that was the last?
But also, it doesn't make any sense because they were in.
No.
Wait a minute, because I don't understand because they were in their house, right?
Yeah.
And the father and the son were already. They flew there. Never mind.
No.
So they got ahead. They got ahead of the father and son.
Yeah, I know
And
that.
knew
Right.
this. They have to take this road to get there.
Right. And
Alright.
what you're saying is that he said, when was the last time that a car came here or passed? And he's like, oh, about 6 minutes ago. And he's like, all right, well, that seems like
so
pretty good odds.
It's like how often a car would come.
yeah. So
every
he's like,
6
pretty good
minutes.
odds that we have a good chance of seeing them soon.
Okay.
Gotcha.
And they didn't know what car they were driving. That's why they clocked that woman. And he was like, oh, it's registered to blah, blah,
Understood.
blah. Yeah. And then they clocked them. And then that random bystander that was like, oh, did somebody go off the edge?
Yeah,
and
that
just
kind of
fucking shot her
that
in the
freaked
head?
me out. That was like, I
Yeah.
never want to help someone ever again
Yeah.
after seeing that.
Well, that's why he said when the guy was changing the tire and he's like, are we stopping? He's like, absolutely not.
Yeah. Well, he I feel like under
He knew-
normal
yeah.
circumstances he probably would have.
You know
I
what's-
wouldn't.
Oh, I wouldn't either.
That's
at least
exactly
at least
why I
after
wouldn't.
watching this.
Yeah.
Maybe it was my hometown. I would have
Well, yeah.
because I feel
But
like
if you're
I
in
know
a different
everyone.
state, fuck no. Sorry.
Absolutely not.
Sorry.
Yeah.
At first, it kind of had like a 70s movie vibe where the
It
kill
did.
counts were just up the roof. Like
Yeah.
everybody would die in the 70s. And
Yeah.
I remember Strangers on a Train. That was the 50s. But back in the day, like whenever there was a shootout between the bad guy and the cops, civilians just get shot in the head, and the cops would be like, so tough luck.
Yeah.
Like they didn't give a fuck.
Seen,
But in this one,
L.A. Noir.
what's that?
Have you seen
The
LA?
game?
No, the movie. L.A. Noir.
You mean
With-
LA Confidential?
Is that-
LA Noir is the game.
Yeah, Confidential.
You absolute fucking idiot. Yeah.
Yeah, it reminds me of that.
But in this one he goes that they kill a bunch of people, right? And then he's like, that's it. Everybody who saw their faces up until that point was killed, right? And he goes, from this point on, anybody who sees our faces, they're fucking dead. And then nobody who sees their faces gets killed until like the very end of the movie.
Well, so
John
they needed
Bernthal
them.
gets killed like afterwards.
Yeah, I
sort
think
of.
that's also partially because he was almost blinded by fucking fire.
Yeah, it's true.
Which
I like
was
that
awesome.
Scene. That was
by
a
the
good
way.
scene though. He's like, you're
You're
fucking
facing
aiming
it.
that
Yeah,
wrong.
you're facing it the wrong way. And she's like, no, I'm not.
Not that they should have went into this because it's obviously like a 2-hour movie or hour 45. But I want to know who their employers were. Like, I want to know why they
It
were
was
doing
Tyler
this.
Perry.
Yeah, thank you. I want to know.
Which it made me laugh, and I don't know why. But when the Mack truck went past and he's just facing the wrong way, I don't know why that was so funny
Yeah.
to me.
like,
it
he
was
doesn't
just-
want us to come closer.
No,
This
it was
is
just
as
a
far as we're going.
body facing the wrong way. And
Yeah.
it was just so awkward, and it made me
He's
laugh.
looking cool.
I guess.
I thought it was fucking hilarious because how many times have you seen like criminals in movies and they do something wrong and then they get a call and they go, shit, he wants to talk to us. Like he's
Yeah.
been,
Yeah,
like, it's
well,
always
they remind me of
like
Pulp Fiction.
like like they don't say the name. They're like he wants to talk to us. I feel like I've seen that so many times.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I know like it's a good thing when you kill your characters, but I kind of didn't want John Bernthal to die.
I know, right?
I didn't want him to die.
I thought he was just sleeping.
You're the kid. Yeah, I know, right?
And then she was just, I was like, oh no.
Yeah, that was upsetting
Yeah.
because they like really had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Like the best character got murdered.
Dude, I swear, whenever John Bernthal is in a movie Taylor Sheridan movie, he always gets fucking. He was in Sicario, which is written by him, and he just gets beat the fuck up for one scene. And then he was in Wind River, and he gets murdered. And in this one, he gets shot too. Every time he's in one of his movies,
He's good at dying.
He's good at dying.
Yeah.
I like that scene. He's like, he's talking.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to know who the original writer was of this. Like, who originally wrote the script.
Is there? It's not a book, right?
It was based off the book. The guy.
Oh, there's a book.
Yeah. So I think what it was, because when you see written by this person, when you see if there's two names, right, and you see the and symbol,
Yeah.
that means they co-wrote it. But if you see like Tara Sheridan and Mike Crichton or whatever, like, then if it's the word and, that means that guy wrote a draft, and then somebody else was hired on to they wrote it separately, basically.
Oh.
So it was written by the guy who wrote the book, and then written by another guy, and then separately written by another guy, and then separately written by Taylor Sheridan, and then he directed it.
You know how she jumps off the tower when the electricity or the lightning strikes?
With the
Yeah.
rope.
Is that like what you're supposed to do? You
What?
think? Like jump off?
Yeah, that's why it's
I mean,
there.
you would. It's all
the
metal.
emergency rope.
You're supposed to hold on to it if lightning strikes your tower. I feel
If
like
you have to jump off the tower, and you can't. You
yeah,
don't have
but
time
I
to-
feel
That's
like
why the rope was there.
I feel like they would have found a better way to
How?
mitigate lightning by rods, like straight into the ground. Like that's what houses do. Like houses on top of mountains, they have lightning rods and they go straight into the ground. I feel like also you can ground an entire room by just like a car is grounded.
Yeah. 'cause the
So it's like you can do the
tires.
same thing with a tower as long as you just go like oh lightning's in and everyone inside and you're safe.
I
It just-
guess, but you also have to think because it's so tall.
Well, yeah, that's why it's attractive to.
And,
like,
it's
it
also made of
attracts it, but-
steel for the fire.
I know, but they could make the room like.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think what they're
Grounded.
mainly worried about not the strike itself, but if it fucking falls over.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying like I don't like. I understand it's an emergency rope, but it's like, is it there for lightning purposes or is it there for
Any
in case they gotta like?
purpose.
But I'm like, I feel like it's kind of stupid. I don't know. I feel like they would have found a better way to stop lightning.
John
Yeah.
Bernthal had a nice fucking head of hair in this one.
He did. He did.
Also, that when I was talking about whatever I was talking about before, I don't remember. That vodka just hit me.
Yo,
I
did
just
it?
got slapped in the face. And I just felt it. I went,
Like,
oh shit.
Oh my god.
Why does Tyler Perry show up for one scene?
Yeah.
Why was he so good at that scene?
I never really liked him, so I don't have a comment on him.
Tyler Perry?
Yeah, I don't think he's funny, and I don't think he's really great for serious roles.
Well, it's
either.
funny because he's been in Gone Girl and this, like, he's done a few serious
Wait,
roles.
he
but
was in Gone Girl?
Yeah, he was in Gone Girl. He
What
played
was
like
he?
He was
played
the
like
lawyer.
Yeah, he was like the type
yeah.
lawyer guy for Nick Dunn.
I forgot.
But
I
he's
love
always
that
I
movie.
always think he's really good in the serious roles, which is hilarious because all I can think about is him going Medea or whatever. I've never seen those movies, but
Medea?
whatever. But he does good in these
Yeah.
types of roles.
When I was watching the trailers for this, I had no idea what it,
Oh my
I had no idea what it was gonna be like because you saw the things when she was jumping off onto the rope. You saw when she was looking out at the forest. You saw when she was on the rock looking out on the forest. Then she was in the forest fire. Then she had a weapon. It's like what's happening in this movie? Like at first I thought it was gonna be like her trying to like call out bad guys in the
Yeah.
tower, and then it became she was hunting down and being hunted by bad guys. Like it was crazy.
They filmed this before COVID.
I have no idea. Did they?
All right, because none of them were wearing masks in the end scene.
Well, they have to go. Don't they have to go through tests before they can
Yeah.
even be on set?
Everybody on
probably.
set. It depends who
It's
you
probably
are.
before
It
COVID.
depends what everything is.
No, it had
But-
to be before COVID because I remember reading about it before that.
I can't believe this guy made a forest, a 300 acre. How big is 300 acres? Can we get
It's
like?
pretty big. Well, my house is like 8 acres, so it's like
Whoa! Can
it's
you
more
imagine?
than 30 of my properties.
That's crazy.
Hmm.
That's crazy. Imagine
It's
if your
pretty good.
house was 8 acres, not your
How many
property.
square miles is that?
Well, no, my property is
sure.
8 acres. What did I say?
You said your house is 8 acres.
That'd be pretty cool. No, that would suck.
That
'Cause
would
I'd
suck.
be living in a warehouse or something, in an Amazon warehouse. Jeff Bezos would be all over.
That would
me.
be awful.
You go, listen, bro. If you just do this, you don't have to pay taxes. Like, bro, get out of here.
You said, can someone look that up?
What?
What?
How many miles is 300 acres?
Square acres.
Square miles.
Square. Well, I don't know what.
You do it. You have the laptop.
Yeah, but it's playing this.
Yeah, but my notes are on here.
Just go back. Just do it real
I
quick.
don't want
Just
to.
do it real quick.
All right, fine.
I think how much? Oh, while you're at it, how much does this cost? How much would this movie cost?
What?
What cost?
How much? What was
Oh,
the
the
budget?
movie? I can look
Uh,
that up.
All right, you look that
Shit,
up.
I
I'll
cannot
look
try
up.
to
See, this
fucking
is what we got to use your laptop for next episode.
My yeah, sure.
What am I looking?
I'm gonna hold on.
300.
Guess the budget. Guess the budget.
$1 billion. No, I'm kidding.
62 million.
Oh, it's a fuck. All right, 60 million.
Were you gonna say 62?
I was gonna say 60, but you get close. All right, ready?
What is it?
What's your guess for the budget? Don't look up the budget.
I'm not. I'm looking up acres.
All right, ready?
Which-
Budget.
I don't know.
Which
And IMDb doesn't have it. Great. All right.
Okay, so
Wow.
it says, why is there never a straight answer on Google anymore?
go on a calculator. Go on a distance calculator.
I am. So 300 acres. That doesn't make sense.
Budget.
300 acres equals 0.4 miles. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that doesn't seem right.
I don't know what's happening.
How many how many miles?
Oh, wait.
I can't find the budget.
This is so stupid.
you
How
can't
big
find
is
the budget. Wow, we're having internet upset right now.
Well, it's not internet. It's
No,
nobody
but-
has it. I'm gonna look up estimated budget.
300 acres would be a square area with sides of about 3,615 feet. So that's like a mile and a half. That doesn't seem right.
That seems wrong too. Johnny, from one end of your
Huh?
property to the other.
What?
How many miles is that? Like half a mile?
What are you talking
Quarter
about?
mile from one end of your property to the other.
From one end of my property is probably quarter mile.
Quarter mile. So
Maybe probably a little more actually.
so if 8 acres is a little over a quarter mile.
literally-
Well, but you're 8 acres. It depends how it's laid
Okay,
out.
but it's 300 acres, so it's got to be more than a mile.
This literally says 300 acres equals 0.46875 square miles. That's not.
That doesn't seem right at all.
I don't know.
Dude, how fucking much is this budget? It has to be like 60. I can't find it. I'm looking at Scott Mendelsohn is pretty good.
Wait, let me word it differently.
Yeah, word it differently.
I can't fucking read.
I can't tell you.
I can't. Can I? Is there like a limit to how much we can drink? Because I'm actually like a little bit drunk now.
You're not. You're
Shut. Fuck you. Yes, I am.
You're
If you want me to
fine.
drive home and prove it, I'll go fucking
No.
kill a family when
It's
I
still
drive.
saying the same thing.
Oh my gosh, that's stupid. There's
know.
no way
I don't
that
know, man.
300
but
acres.
acres.
I know.
Acres are way smaller than what you think, though.
Yeah, but if Johnny's property is a little over a quarter mile and it's only 8 acres,
That's what it says. Square miles. So is that different? I guess. I don't know, man.
I cannot find the budget for this movie.
This
It's
is
probably like
why-
60 million. It's probably between 50 and 75 million. There's no way
Yeah.
they would spend more.
I mean, I'm just thinking about like how much
That's
money they would
so
have had to spend
much.
on their.
Just for that
Forest.
space.
Probably not
alone.
that much.
Like, I could show you where he says it when we go to when it goes back around to the behind the
think-
scenes.
I think doing that probably wasn't that big of the budget.
It's just a lot of work, man. To
'Cause you're
pay-
buying desert.
yeah, but the people to plant it, to put dirt on the desert,
Yeah, that's true.
you know, the
And
people to
yeah.
hire firefighters to be there, hire helicopters
Yeah.
to be there, medics.
It definitely wasn't like a quarter of the budget though.
And to be honest, they could have just put that fucking fire tower in the middle of the Pine Barrens and nobody would have known the difference.
No, they would have known.
I
The
don't.
Pine
well,
Barrens is flat.
I don't think they did.
Well, yeah, but
I
you
don't.
can do. I'm sure you could do
I don't
tricks
think
to make
they
that look
did
like it's not.
the tower.
Well,
in the
CGI would drive
desert.
up the budget. What's
Huh?
I
that?
don't think they did the tower in the desert. I think that was CGI. But a lot.
Yeah, especially the aerial view, you could tell.
Mm.
Yeah. If once it goes back, I'm gonna look at I wanna hear him say it.
Also, there's not a single person. That's not true. But there's a lot of movies where there's fire, and then I'm looking at the shot that has fire in it, like where the fire's the whole frame, and I'm like, this doesn't look good. Like the light, like lighting with fire is always just looks very
You mean like
Ah.
lighting the rest of the?
like the way the movie, the way the shot looks,
Oh,
the way it's lit when there's fire always just makes it look ugly.
Yeah.
It's tough to get around. I don't know
It
if
looks
anybody's done it.
mushy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best way.
Well,
to
because a lot
explain
of this was real, like fire, like
It's hard
Like
to capture
reference
that
fire
depth of
for
fire.
CGI.
so. I think that also like I don't understand why John Berthold was like, "Don't say anything, don't talk." It's like they wouldn't know if they talked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
why?
would.
Also, why was he
They
talking?
wouldn't.
Look how obviously he's talking here. Like
I
that
know.
scene where
Yeah.
he's like,
Oh yeah.
dude, just do this. Yeah,
Yeah, you can
or
you
just
can
don't
talk
move your
like
mouth.
this. Like I'm not. I'll
Well,
talk
Well, that's what he was trying to
really.
do. But then
He
look,
was.
look,
Yeah.
like he was talking there, but he was licking his lips.
Right, but he was obviously. You could obviously see that he's talking right there, right? Just do this. Ready? So I thought those were pretty good movie.
Shut up.
You also can't understand what you're saying.
You also know
It was a
where
really
they're
good movie.
positioned, you know? So like, you just turn around the other way.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Also, well, yeah. Why didn't he just turn?
but I was also saying, no, I was saying how like the bad guys don't know if the kid or Angelina Jolie are talking. So I don't know why John Bernthal was like, don't say anything.
Well, I mean, you might as well be safe than sorry,
No, they wouldn't have known because he was talking, you know?
I guess.
And also, he asked Angelina Jolie a question, and then she responded. So I was like, bro, why would you even say don't talk? I don't know. I thought it was stupid.
That was a
Well,
good scene.
the
I like
same-
how that scene was constructed, though.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah,
I do
the
too.
same reason why she was like, be quiet when you crawl on the floor. Because, I don't know, you could fucking hear something maybe.
Yeah.
Because don't forget, it's quiet out there.
Yeah, but they're like, what, like 75 feet up in
I
a
guess.
steel box. I don't think they were gonna
75
hear.
feet. You really think it was that short?
How you think it's taller? How tall do you think it is?
90.
Oh, wait.
Well, the
Okay.
90.
trees, I mean, alone.
Beautiful, meaningful
I wanna watch it when he says it. I don't know when it comes.
Says what?
When he built a forest.
Okay.
You know what's really interesting
Wait.
about
Oh,
this
Sheridan?
story is
No,
it's
this is.
three themes that are very common in film.
I've never heard of this guy.
Shut up.
You see that guy just eat it. I don't want dead air though, so I'm just gonna sit here and watch.
Dude, I
this.
wanted to see what he was saying. He goes, "There's three themes that are very common," and then I heard.
As much as I can ever make the world feel a character, I want to do that.
Yeah,
The one thing you can count on.
he's so cool.
He's got
I
a
want John
schnoz on him.
Bernthal, dude. I heard there was. I saw a clip of John Bernthal on Joey Diaz's
Recreate the
podcast.
fire. I said, well, I'm going to go out in the desert and I'm going to build
Oh,
a
shit.
300-acre forest and I'm going to set it on fire.
Built a 300-acre forest and set it on fire. Look at that. It's crazy, right? They're like, how are you gonna do it? Oh, I'm just gonna build one in the desert.
And they filmed that during the California wildfires. Pretty suspicious.
Very suspicious. It's cool that it's like nothing in the desert's gonna catch on fire, so it's like completely safe. I feel like what's the actor's name? The younger one, him. What's his
Nicholas
name?
Hoult.
Like when he threw a flare into the forest, Nicholas Hoult was like, "Damn, I really didn't want him to do that."
Yeah,
See, like,
you
that's
could
the
tell
thing.
like the regret in his
Yeah.
face. It's like fuck.
That's
man.
the thing. Like he's the only one out of the two of them that actually shows some sort of like
Compassion, maybe.
right. But then he's the final one. It wouldn't make
Yeah.
sense. It would have been. I think
That's true.
you can write it a little bit better because obviously, well, he has the reason that she killed him is because she's the one who burned him. It's like yeah, but you can rewrite it. I think to make it him that gets killed by her.
Yeah.
So once he gets killed, you're like, oh, there's no way they're getting out of this in terms of like, when he has a change of heart. Obviously, he doesn't at the end, but
yeah. I think the sound design of this was really good because when they were shooting their guns, guns usually don't sound so good in film. Like not like that. They sounded real.
Yeah,
Like,
I was gonna say that like shocked me
yeah.
because
like
that was the part that like almost like made me like jolt a little bit. Was
Yeah.
not like because it's loud in a movie theater, but like it sounded like a fucking gun.
Yeah, it was real. Like I was like, oh, that's all. And I like how like they're not like. They seemed like they knew what they were doing. Oh wait, you said gun. Take a shot.
Oh. No.
I don't know. It was really good. Like every time they shot their weapons, I felt like in my chest. I was like, this is really good. Oh man, speaking of like gunfights and stuff, when the wife and the older bad guy, I'm assuming he's older, right? When they were doing their firefight, and his last move when he had like 2 bullets in him and he was like dying, and the last thing he did, he tried to go up real quick.
Right.
That actually scared me.
Really? See, I hated that.
That actually scared me.
I hated it. I knew it was happening. I knew it was gonna happen
Freaked me out.
because I'm so used to horror movies that I was just like, he's gonna fucking get up.
Yeah, that freaked me
But-
out.
The one that I liked when they were both shuffling for the rounds, that was nerve-wracking.
yeah, that was done pretty
Yeah.
well.
I liked that better than him getting up for the last
I like that they
ooh,
had the
blah.
red dots on their pistols.
That
Oh,
I was
these
like, where
guys
the
know
fuck
what
is that dot coming from?
Yeah, they know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah,
Dude, the
Yeah.
sheriff
Shit.
just took it in the fucking head.
dude, he
Like
didn't
a
even know it was
champ.
coming. He didn't even
Also, the guy was eating steak and eggs, right?
right in the schnoz.
He was eating
Yeah.
steak and eggs. He goes, "You eat that shit like it's bad for you." It's fucking steak and eggs. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
But for
Like,
breakfast,
he's not eating cereal. I don't understand
it's
that
because
scene.
it's gristly steak that's not good quality.
I
Probably.
guess
Yeah, but
because
still.
buttery,
Yeah.
like clogs your
Butter's not
arteries.
that
I'll tell you what. The only thing I was staring at though in that whole scene between him and the sheriff.
Their
The fucking
noses.
nose.
Yeah, you said one of my words.
What?
Nose.
Dude, I can't.
Yes, you can.
I can't. I won't be able to drive home.
It's
What
okay.
time is it?
9:30.
Fucking like
9:42.
I cannot drive right now.
So then just do it anyway.
I'm sitting here drinking water, going.
You can't drive anyway, so just do it. Go.
Oh
I want
my
to go
God.
home. I'd rather go home. I have
One of
shit
you-
to do.
one of
I have to
you-
write. I have to
one of
fucking
us-
write a essay
my-
tomorrow.
oh my
One of
It's
us-
due tomorrow.
One of
I haven't
it's tomorrow,
started it.
not now.
Fuck you.
Holy shit.
All right, take one more, then you're done, because I have this one to do.
Jesus Christ.
It's only Well-
Absolutely stupid.
we'll make you some coffee.
There has to be like a cat. We have to get this to like 5 words, like 5
Yeah,
shot.
I agree.
Okay.
Because I can't go.
Well, hey, it's the first episode. You know what?
What are you doing?
How long we been talking about those who wish me dead? About
What's
45
that?
minutes?
That's it.
Well, listen. This is the first episode, and I want to thank everyone who's hanging out with us. This is the first episode. We're going through some growing pains. I'm probably gonna, put a another little intro video over my intro
It's so bad.
just to brief everybody on what's going on and how we're trying
God.
something new. But thanks for everyone who's hanging out. But we're going through some growing pains. We're probably gonna fix that. See.
Growing pains, Johnny's dying inside.
Yeah, see what can.
I have the fucking water left. God damn it. Holy shit.
We're gonna see
That
what
was the
we,
scariest thing.
We're gonna see what we can do
There's-
about. Don't put it on the table. Don't put it on the table. We're gonna see what we can do
You have to
about
levitate
the
it.
the drinking and how much we can or cannot have. We're
It
also gonna.
depends on the person.
Yeah, we're also gonna see what we can do about camera angles, getting better quality. But you know, growing pains. That's why we love everyone that's supporting the show right now because it's new and it's not it's not easy. It's a lot of hard work. Johnny's having.
You asked me
a
to
hard
hold
time.
it,
What?
and then you took it away from me.
Johnny is drunk.
And you also took a Benadryl and thought you should take
Oh
3.
yeah, I also took a Benadryl before this. I
He
took a
goes-
Benadryl.
Should I
Holy
take
shit.
this? And I was like, no, you're drinking alcohol. And he's like, wait, let me look it up.
Johnny's drunk.
Fuck you. I
I'm
took like 10.
I'm tipsy. I'm just warm.
Johnny's drunk right now. Look at
I
him.
gotta go home, guys.
Oh my god.
Wait, so let's go over
Oh.
the words that we didn't say.
What
that
are
are
you
on the
talking
list.
about?
What?
No, because we're coming towards the end
What
of
about-
Those Who Wish Me Dead. Unless you got something
Alright.
else to say, because we got to go to.
At the end, what did you guys say? One of you said Angelina Jolie, because she was all like white in the face from being like all bleeding out and shit like that.
Yeah.
One of you one of you said something. I was like, that's exactly what I was thinking, but I forget what it was.
I have no idea, man. When at the end,
She,
when
like
the
she
movie
looked at
ended?
something. Yeah, like at the end of the movie, you're like she looked at.
Oh, she looked like a zombie.
Yeah, got her.
Whoa, that scared me.
Damn
That
it,
was so loud.
no!
Got
Can't
her.
do that. You baited
Yes, I
me.
fucking
Oh
can.
shit!
Damn
I'm
it.
taking.
Amanda's
I'm
sleeping
taking
here,
you
so
down
she
with
can
me.
she can
Yeah,
take
Yeah,
that's
one.
fuck you. Yeah.
Yeah, take another shot.
Well, you need at least like another half hour before you can go anywhere.
Dude, I needed another like half a fucking day before I go anywhere.
You are.
Listen, dude.
You
chug
are
water.
2 seconds, dude.
screwed.
2 more shots. I'm gonna try to fix America by talking. Like that's gonna fucking.
Wait,
Look, guys, the problem with America.
All right, hey, let's go into
Wait.
what?
Whose napkin is this?
Probably Johnny's.
A sentence about the movie. before we
One
go.
sentence about the movie. You give me yours, and I'll think of one.
Well, I thought of that, so you should go. I should go last. 'cause I
Amanda
thought
goes
of it
first,
about-
then.
One sentence about
One
it?
Yeah.
sentence about the movie.
Like what?
Um,
Just like to summarize it?
yeah, what
Or
are you
like
asking?
Yeah.
To summarize?
Yeah, like what you thought about it.
That's a lot to put on me right now.
all right, fine, I'll go. It's
Well, thank you,
it's-
asshole.
If
I
it's
guess I'm
about
gonna
as
take this
good.
half a shot that nobody buffered 5 minutes
Take
for.
it. Slurp.
Ew, no, I'm not slurping this. That's disgusting.
Go ahead,
Take
drink it.
take a typical thriller and give it to a good writer director, and they'll change it up and make it a good movie.
This is the
What are
horrible.
you
sentence.
No,
saying?
shut the fuck
You
up.
are
Shut. I
so
was about to get it. Take a fucking take a regular thriller, right, and give it to a
Okay.
good writer and director to inject some new stuff into it, right, and it turns into a modest good movie that has some typical thriller like
You know,
aspects to
The
it
movie's
that
a
his
seven
previous
is what he's
movies
trying
didn't
to
have.
say.
You know what I was thinking?
This is his only. I think this is his only movie that wasn't based off a book. So probably the book was what caused.
You
the,
know what I was just thinking? that
What?
if we didn't have Amanda as a guest, I'd just be sitting here and you'd be getting drunk.
Yeah, you just be sitting here getting me fucking drunk. Like, hey, Johnny, I have an idea to start a podcast.
Oh
What was my dad's ideas?
That would be the
Oh, God.
funniest thing I've ever.
What was I
Done.
talking about?
I have no idea. I have no
Oh,
idea.
here we go. Taylor Sheridan was originally brought in to rewrite the script, right? When another filmmaker dropped out of directing the film, he called the studio with an offer. If I can get Angelina Jolie to do this with me, I'll direct it for you. And the studio said, great, you'll never get her. So that's why it was probably, because I was surprised that I had some typical thriller aspects to it that were kind of cliche, because he's very good. But since it was already a thing and then he put his touch onto it, some of that persisted through.
Got it. So what was your sentence about the movie?
He didn't have a sentence. He had a.
Shut the fuck up. It's typical. Third time.
You don't have to say it again. We heard you.
All right.
All right.
Typical thriller. Good
No,
director.
stop.
Mostly good, but some cliches. That's good. That's it.
Stop.
All right, you go.
Wait.
One of you go.
One sentence about the. Oh man, I can't do that. I don't have anything cool to say about it. One sentence about the movie. I want to say like not what I expected, but would definitely watch again.
Yeah, I would watch it again.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
liked it.
Yeah, I don't know if I have a full sentence about it, but it was
You could-
it was better than I expected, and that there is different qualities about it that I haven't seen in movies, which
Like
is nice.
if I had a friend that was a firefighter, I'd be like, oh, yo, this movie's right up your alley. Go watch it because like they understand like how fires
Oh,
work,
yeah.
and then like also it's just a cool movie.
yeah.
Like whenever I see someone that's interested in like the Coast Guard, you know that movie with Ashton Kutcher, which is part of the Coast Guard, whatever. I always recommend like a movie like that, or like when people are into like police and stuff. Like I'll recommend like, oh, this is a good movie because you're a cop and like you like stuff like The Watch or something or
End of watch.
End of Watch.
Okay, hold on. Let me, because that's the second time you made that. Okay. The Watch
Oh my god,
is a neighborhood watch comedy about aliens with Vince Vaughn, Richard Iota, Jonah Hill, and Ben Stiller. I think Ben Stiller.
Oh my gosh.
Or no, maybe Simon Pegg. I don't know. But End of Watch is Jake Gyllenhaal and Carlos Pena, which is what you're talking about.
Yes, thank
End
you.
of Watch.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
I was going to say something, but I forget because I got distracted because you were
It's all right.
Okay.
We're gonna move on to do our quick review of
review.
Death, Love, and Robots.
Robots and no, Love, Death, and
Love,
Robots.
Death, and Robots season 2.
Which,
So what would you
which ones did we watch?
we I don't know what episode 1 and
The vacuum cleaner one.
vacuum cleaner one and the
First
in
one.
the in the Santa Claus one. It was good. I liked it. I know I like it. I liked the first season. I'm excited to finish the rest of the season. I had a fantastic time. You guys were hard to impress, but it's good. The animation's fantastic, and they do a lot of hard work on it, and it wins a lot of awards. That's all I gotta say.
I wasn't hard to impress. I thought I liked it.
You're like,
it was
"Oh
a
my
good mix
gosh."
of like, it was like a Wall-E-esque future retirement home where they're just, everything's done for them and stuff. And
You
I like that it was just talking about the creep of technology.
Yeah, I didn't know what I was expecting, so
You gotta watch the first season. Like the first season is really good. There's one episode with like a werewolf in the military. It was awesome. It's actually awesome. The fight scene is incredible. The blood, the gore, the animation's amazing. There's another episode where this
the fuck is this?
Love,
This
Death, and
is the
Robots.
trailer.
Oh.
for the second season.
There's another
Oh.
episode where this guy is in space, trapped in space, and realizes he's not actually trapped. He is trapped in space, but he's actually being like his mind's being warped by some alien. And it's freaky. I'll just show you afterwards.
Spoilers.
I liked this one.
The
that we
first
watched.
season. It's the
The
first season.
Krampus one, or
Yeah, that was
the
good.
whatever the Santa
The
thing
Santa
was.
one.
Then there's this one episode. It's so good in the first season where there's like I don't know if they're Russians. I think they're Russians like in World War II fighting against like vampire monsters in the mountains. It's really good. But the second season, I'm excited to finish it. I'm excited to see what else they got because each episode you wish you had more. It's a really good anthology. I hope it lives up to what it was. But
Yeah, for someone that has never, I mean, I heard of it, but I never
Ew.
knew what it was about at all. For me, not knowing anything, it was decent. I have weird things with animation, so that
Yeah.
bothered me.
You
Well,
were
that
freaked
one
out
would have
by
bothered
the-
you, yeah.
Oh, Michael, was that Michael B. Jordan?
yeah.
Yeah,
so
I-
think it is.
so they get all right.
like the one with the kids with the Santa, that kind of
Yeah.
freaked me out,
Yeah.
but I got used to it.
That was
As long as
cool.
it's not claymation. fuck that.
Yeah, I really think you guys should watch it because you're gonna have a great time. Watch the first season, then go into the second season. You're gonna have a great time. It's so much fun.
You know what's funny? I'm like, I got better things to do. I don't have time to watch that. Meanwhile, I'm probably gonna go home and watch like a 20-minute YouTube video of like somebody playing 2K or whatever.
Would you really do that?
Well, no, not usually, but
Yeah, you would. That's why you
no,
brought it up.
No, but me and Barker, there's this, fuck it. There's this guy Frosty on YouTube.
Okay.
Me and Danny Barker, my friend, just discovered it, and the guy's so funny. That's all I have to say.
Nice.
Nice, thank you for that.
That's it.
But I don't know, guys. I think anyone that hasn't watched it should go watch it. I really liked it.
Robots loving.
But it was good. Let's move on to trailers.
What trailers?
Well, we've got
We went through like a fourth of the vodka.
Why is
bottle.
everything?
What?
Why is everything reversed on the TV?
We
I
just
told
said
you that
earlier.
already.
Fucking me.
You're
yeah.
drunk.
You're
What?
you're drunk, bro. All right, this is
Loki.
This is Loki.
I'm low key drunk right now.
I have no comment on probably any of these.
I'm
Whoa,
excited. I'm excited for
trailers.
Loki.
You better do a wow.
Only because the only
Owen
thing I think is
Wilson.
cool, like I finally have so many shows that I'm interested in that like every month like something comes out for me to watch. Like the Umbrella Academy I love, Stranger Things I love, Death and Robots I love. I don't know, you keep using the word I love, but
I
we
can't
got-
get into anything. I
we
just
got-
like movies.
yeah. Well, and we got like the Star Wars stuff. We got the animation. We have the Mandalorian. We have all the other Star Wars spinoffs. We have all the Marvel spinoffs. Like every single month, there's always something there for me. What'd you write down?
I'm showing her the words that she didn't say. She didn't say assassins. Remember, I was saying, what are the guys called?
Oh.
I was trying to get you to say assassins, and then that scene when Angelina Jolie says it was beautiful.
My
I
well,
had-
one of my words was beautiful.
I just deleted mine.
You should. Oh, I have to know them so I can put it in the description.
Oh fuck. Mine were
How dare you.
Flames, Creek,
All right.
Flames, Creek, and something
But hold
else I'll
on,
remember.
we're talking about Loki.
Can I say about Loki, WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Watching them felt the same as if I just read about them afterwards. But Loki's the one I actually want to actually watch.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks like it's actually got content. Like everyone like, fawned over WandaVision. I didn't care. Like I was like,
I thought
whatever.
I liked WandaVision because it did something different.
And the only reason why I didn't really care too much about Falcon Winter
Falcon
Soldier
Winter Soldier.
is because I mean I liked it. I thought it was better than WandaVision, and I had fun time watching it. But I wasn't really into the military. I didn't want to watch like a military show. Like that's kind of, even though it's a superhero, like it's all about the military. And like my palate wasn't ready for that. Like, I wanted something new.
That show could have been like 4 episodes.
Yeah, that too. It could have been short. Not that I wanted to be short. Like hell, give me more. But you're right. It could have been. But I do think the action was great. The CGI was amazing.
And see, if Falcon Winter Soldier, you thought the action was great?
For it being a TV show, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like I'm not talking about like they're fighting. I'm talking about like when Sam Wilson is in the air fighting a helicopter.
That was
Like,
pretty good. I like that scene
that's-
when he
yeah.
gets on the girls.
That's what I'm
or
talking
ladies.
about. I'm not talking about like boom, boom,
The
boom.
hand to
with
hand
their-
stuff kind of sucked.
Yeah, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about like when he's being a superhero. But
I like that Loki's DB Cooper,
Yeah, so that's why
and then he's running for mayor.
that's why I'm
or
excited
something.
for this though, because although the other ones were good in their own way, this, like you said, is different. So I'm excited for this. I'm ready for something new, and I like that like Owen Wilson's in it.
Wow, if he does not say wow,
He has to. It's
that'll
like
be
in
the
his contract
biggest
now.
You have how many episodes is it? Like 6.
I have no
You
idea.
have 6 hours to get him to say wow.
Yeah,
That last
Don't
half
blow
shot
it.
hit me.
yeah. Did it?
Yeah.
All right, we're moving on to the next. We're moving on to the next
I
trailer.
wish I can fucking sleep here.
You can.
You can if you want.
The Purge.
The Purge, I'm excited to see, because I've watched the other 3 twice at least, each of them, because I do enjoy them. However, I don't think there should be a 4th movie.
They
This
make
is like
so
the
many of
5th
them.
one. I
These are
thought.
like
Is
the
it?
Or the 6th.
No, it's the 4th.
no. They've
There's
done
Purge,
A
there's the
lot.
second one, and then there's Purge Anarchy.
The first Purge came out when I was like a
What the fuck are
sophomore
you
in high
doing?
school.
Those mics in the way.
The first Purge came out in like 2013.
2012.
Really?
I was a sophomore in high school.
I graduated
Can I
Crazy,
say,
right?
a year into that.
Amanda said something absolutely astonishing before when she said that, when you're voting for like president or something, you have the 3 law or bills that you want to make a law or
Yeah.
whatever. I don't know how it works. She said if you put The Purge on there, people would vote for it.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
And I said,
You have too much hope for
you
humanity.
have to. Somebody should arrest you, and have you looked at.
I'm not saying I
or
would
at
agree
least
with
looked
it,
at. As
but I
Colorado.
absolutely
least
think
looked at.
40 to 55% of people would agree to
No
openly
fucking
kill
shot.
someone. No,
You
what are you
think-
saying?
You think half of the population would see the movie Purge and go,
No, no,
"Yeah, I'll
no.
do that once a year"?
No, I'm
What
saying
the fuck are you talking
I'm
about?
saying that if they're like, hey, you can openly kill or rob someplace,
That's not
absolutely. Especially with the way our country's going.
2013. Whoever said 2013 was right.
We're in the United States, just so you know.
I think that was me.
Yeah, no shot.
You're saying no shot, dude.
I don't know.
When was the when was the first movie?
2013. It was Ethan Hawke was in it.
Okay, yeah, that was 1 year out of graduation for me.
Also,
It
this
doesn't feel like that long.
Some of the shots of this kind of look like a fan film, though.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
I like that.
I
Matt
don't know what
Lucas
that
is in
means.
it.
A fan film.
Like when that
Like
guy,
something Johnny would do in
like
his
his
backyard.
his
Oh.
friend, who makes the
The
Walking,
Walking Dead,
stuff.
Danny
yeah.
Ellsworth. Yeah, he's
Not
great.
to put fan films down, but you can
No.
tell some of the lighting.
I feel like whenever
Oh, yeah.
whenever there's a an open field, it always looks like a fan film. Whenever like you're filming in a flat ground.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, with this, I feel like they're making it like really racial for no reason.
Are they? Well, at the
Yeah.
end, well, maybe at the end of that joke, but I don't think it's gonna be like the whole movie.
I think it's 'cause it's like Southerners, so they're
I
trying to
guess.
they're
Oh,
doing
yeah, they're
like
probably over the border.
they're probably doing like the whatchamacallit flag kind of people.
Confederate.
Thank you.
Really? I thought they were doing like New Mexico.
Isn't that like
That's
Confederate?
No,
not
that's
the
you're
same
thinking
thing.
of the east side of the South.
What am I thinking?
You're thinking of like
You're thinking of Kentucky.
the Confederacy is like east of Texas to, you know.
Oh,
You're
I don't
thinking
know.
of
Well, they got like
Kentucky.
cowboys.
Not that, no,
and
I'm not
stuff.
saying that that's where the Confederacy is. It's
Yeah.
like you're talking about those
More
type of.
prominent.
Yeah.
No, I
guess
think
so.
I think this purge will not be
Venom.
my favorite. My favorite was the second,
Yeah.
and it will remain that. But I mean, I'll see it.
All right, we got Venom next.
I have no comment. I have no idea what this is.
Can I?
No, you can't.
Can I give you my pitch
Go ahead.
for how Venom 2 should open?
Yes.
So at the post-credit scene of Venom, right?
Right.
Venom was he was a symbiote from outer space, right? And his name happens to be Venom. That's like his name is actually Venom. So it's a coincidence, right? But so that means that if their names are what they're if they have names, Carnage, his name would be Carnage, right? So the last thing we see Cletus Cassidy at Woody Harrelson say in the post-credit scene of Venom, he goes, when I get out of here, and I will, there's gonna be carnage. So so obviously he didn't have the symbiote yet, the Carnage symbiote. So is that just a coincidence? The last thing we heard him say is what he's eventually gonna meld with, or so Venom 2 opens, right? It opens with this shot of the prison, right? And then you see them talking, and Woody Harrelson goes, "There's gonna be carnage." And the Carnage symbiote like peeks around the corner and goes, "Yeah." And he's like, "What?" And he goes, "That's me." And he's like, "Oh, are you?" He's, "Yeah, that's me. I'm Carnage."
You don't think he had the symbiote?
No, why would, if he had the I don't know. I mean, maybe, but like, why would he be stuck in there if he had the symbiote? But just
Stop
that
calling it
awkward
symbiote. It's symbiote.
symbiote.
I know they say symbiote in
bio.
the movies.
What does that
like
mean?
bi too.
I don't know. I don't know the definition of symbiote. But it's an alien that attaches to you in
Oh.
the movie.
Well,
anyway.
that's in the movie, not the actual thing.
Oh.
But that's how. Like, why else would he say Carnage? There's gonna be carnage.
because it's
yeah.
gonna be Carnage.
Are you? Yeah, that's me. Oh, you're Carnage. Yeah. All right, let's go.
I think, they
I think
talk
it's just
like
a play
that.
on words, like, haha, this guy's named Carnage. Ha.
Well,
ha,
obviously
ha.
it was like a foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that when, like, right here, right, when he's in prison and it looks like maybe you're right. Maybe he already has the Carnage symbiote.
Yes.
'Cause he's in prison and they inject him with
And
the
then
stuff.
and the
then
carnage
he's-
comes out of him.
Right. So if he already had it, why wouldn't he break out?
Maybe they're waking it up.
Yeah. Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
they're
maybe.
experimenting on
The
him, and they
awakening.
woke it up, and they did too much. Maybe
Yeah.
something like that.
Carnage.
Yeah, it's kind of yeah.
It should be Carnage, the
And
Awakening.
he's wearing like a wig, right? Like a red curly wig.
Yeah, and he was wearing a wig in the first one.
Stupid.
Shit, I was gonna call a movie a funny thing.
What?
What?
I was gonna wait. Hold on.
Where's your tongue?
What's happening?
I thought of a funny title for a movie.
What did you say?
I said, where's your tongue? Like he's not talking properly.
Fuck. Wait. Keep talking. and
Keep
then I'll think of what I was
talking.
Things
gonna
you're
say.
saying
Well,
aren't
we're gonna
making
move
sense.
on.
The Conjuring. Wait, is the next trailer The Conjuring?
No, because we're reviewing that, and that's
Oh.
the trailer's passed.
All right.
It's already been out for a
Anyway,
while.
The Conjuring:
Maybe
The
we can
Devil All
watch
the
it.
Time made me do it.
That
That's what I
movie's
was gonna
good.
say.
That
That was
Devil All
Devil
the Time. That was pretty
I-
good.
I like that one. That was good.
It's one of those weird ones where like it's if you didn't like Midsummer, but it still had like those vibes to me a little bit, just a little bit less and less in your face.
Wait, what movie are you talking about?
Midsummer.
No, the other,
Samar.
the before.
It's
Midsummer and
Samar.
Hereditary.
No, the movie I just talked about with the The Devil.
The
All
Devil-
Oh
All the
my
Time. Oh my
gosh,
God.
Johnny, no.
The Devil All the Time, but The Conjuring.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. Oh wow.
I totally fucking.
We're gonna move on.
Okay.
We have
Ooh.
one last segment for everyone, at least for this episode tonight or today, whenever you're watching this, and that is your movie recommendation.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So all right.
I didn't write one.
So my movie recommendation, is a movie from 1976, directed by Sidney Lumet, written by Patty Chayefsky, called Network. The logline is a struggling UBS cynically exploits a deranged former anchor's ravings and revelations about the news media for its own profit. I think out of all the movies, if I may say, there's a bold statement. Out of all the movies ever made, I think there is no movie existing right now that is more relevant to the last 6 years in America than this movie Network, which was written and made in the 70s. I think it was 50 years ahead of its time, and I think it was exactly right with all.
Wait, what's it about?
A struggling news network cynically exploits a deranged former anchor's ravings and revelations about the news media for its own profit. So basically, there's Howard Beale. He is a childless widower with an 8 rating and a 12 share of the audience, so not great. He's dwindling a little bit. He's a veteran, but his numbers are dwindling, and he starts making all these rants about actually telling the truth, and he starts telling people, you got to get mad. You got to say I'm a human being.
Oh,
goddamn.
yes.
Yeah. And he goes big. He becomes this giant prophet.
Yes.
I'm not going to spoil the movie, but I think it got every prediction it made was exactly right. I just wrote like an essay on this for school, and it was completely Patty Chayefsky, when they obviously everybody in TV when it came out was like, this is ridiculous, this isn't fair, this is not how television is run, this is so preposterous. And he said, like, this isn't an indictment of how it is now. This is where it's gonna go. Patty Chayefsky said, and he was exactly right.
That's awesome.
By 2000, he was already right, and then the last
Network?
5 years, what's that?
Called Network.
Yes, Network, 1976. Everybody should watch it. Watch it 7 times.
wanted to. I didn't know where that scene was from, so
Yeah.
I want to watch that.
There's
So
a lot
good.
of movies in the 70s, especially like B movies that are like still very relevant.
70s is probably the best year for movies, honestly.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
However,
70s Francis Ford Coppola was the
I
best
forgot when it
director
was made. I don't have. I have a movie recommendation that's
ever.
not the same
Tell us the
subject, but hold on, I have to find out when it was made. The original,
What's it called?
1959. House on Haunted Hill, the original. It's a
Oh,
horror movie.
Did they do a Netflix series on that?
No, I don't think so.
The
But they
Haunted
did-
Hill? Or?
No, the
No.
Haunting
Haunted
of
on
Hill
House
House
is very different.
Oh, okay.
House on Haunted Hill is 1959. The original. The original was basically like a game show, and it's actually really cool. It's in black and white and everything. Obviously, it has
cool.
Vincent Price in it, and it's awesome. And then the remake was in 1999, I think.
Who
and
directed the remake?
Huh?
Who directed the remake?
I don't know.
How do you feel, Johnny?
Was that?
How do you feel? Seriously.
I'm on the line between being able to drive and not being able to drive.
Okay.
We gotta take care of you. You hungry? Probably eat.
Will that
something.
help?
Yeah,
but
that'll probably help.
That'll break up my intermittent fasting.
Shut up.
House on Haunted Hill, 1959. You wanted to know, or the remake?
No, the remake.
Okay.
That's
I can't type correctly right now.
It's alright.
The remake director was William Malone.
all right.
You don't know.
That was not worth it.
They
at
were
all.
both equally as good, so I recommend that as a horror movie. The 1959 version is very different from the 1999 version, but it's still good.
Well, look.
You're welcome.
I think we're at the end of our first episode. Before we
Oh,
go,
fucking God.
I'm sweating.
before we go, if anyone made it to the end, God bless. But I just want to say thank you on behalf of everyone at this table. It's our first episode, so
You
it's
better
uh,
fucking be here at the end. I
It's
swear
gonna,
to God.
It's gonna. Well, who do you think? What do you think Barker's watching? Probably not. He's got
Barker's
he's
not
got, he's got
watching
too
that
much to do.
Who's that?
fucking-
He's
My best friend.
Oh, okay.
I
I thought you said your dad.
My
I
dad?
was like, what?
Tony? No.
If you're
It-
honestly, if you're not, well, obviously, if you're not watching right now, because you're not, and you're not listening to this, I can say it. Fuck you. I got fucking almost really too drunk for this.
I can tell you if, like who doesn't. Well, not who does not.
Right, how many
yeah.
people?
But
So thanks, Guy.
That guy over there.
Nah, we're gonna listen. Thank you, really seriously. Thank you for this is the first episode of Screenshots. If you watch the MGC, you'll see how we do things. But this is the first episode of Screenshots, obviously, and we're gonna go through some growing pains. We're gonna figure some stuff out. The show's just gonna get better and better after every single episode. We're gonna try to get another camera in here so we have better angles, so the lighting's better, so it's not too flushed out. We're gonna try to get a second computer so we have more stuff to add in. We're gonna do better. We're gonna have a lot of good stuff, and I'm really excited for this show. So, guys, thank you. What? What's wrong?
We're only an hour and not even an hour and a half in.
Yeah, it's
I
gonna.
feel like I've been here for like fucking 3 hours.
It's because you're drunk.
Jesus
So thank
Christ.
you so much for the
Uh.
support. It's endlessly appreciated, and
Thanks.
we'll see you next week with what's next
Army
week?
of the Dead. Zack
Army-
Snyder's Army of the Dead.
No, we're doing that on the 21st.
What's next week?
Is
Next
it
week
the
is the
Conjuring?
21st.
Let me check.
It's the 14th. Next week, 7 days.
14th is today.
Yeah. So 7 days from now is the 21st. That's when Army
No,
of the
let
Dead
me
comes
let me
out.
see what I said. Let me see what I said to
7,
people.
14, 21.
No, shut up. Shut up.
Math.
Who did I send the mass text to?
Everybody.
Everyone.
Army of the Dead is 21st. That's when it comes out.
No, I got you. No,
When's The
next
Conjuring
next
come out?
week. Oh, you're right. God
I am
damn it.
right, you son of a. I've never been wrong in my entire life.
Well, I won't be here for that one.
Next week is the Army of the Dead. So stay tuned. That's it, guys. Thank you so much, and we will see you next week.
See ya.
Thank you, everybody.
It was worth it.